Hello and welcome to an rd2l season 19 cast. This is the Monday division between Woodchop or Whatchop, I have no idea how they want their name pronounced, and Hot Singles in Dodgy's area. It is Soundproof versus Alaris in the best of two series. Game 1 right here. Slardar ban. This is right before the patch 7.24b, so Slardar still insanely broken. So that's why we see that ban coming right here. Meanwhile, from the Radiant side, they ban out the Disruptor. Don't want to deal with that hero. He just eats too many mangoes, puts that Q on you, and you're like, fuck you,
10
man.
10 seconds remaining.
Not much to do there.
5 seconds
I'm casting
remaining.
this from replay. Not gonna be a live cast.
Radiant
I wasn't
team
able to
back.
cast their game live. I'll be putting it on YouTube later. So we see a tiny ban here. They haven't really played tiny though, as far as I'm aware. They played a lot of Slark. They played Magnus. There's a Nyx assassin ban. Nyx has been getting quite popular now with the change to Vendetta. He has a good setup for a Meteor Hammer if he can get it. Good scouting potential. Now, what's gonna be the third ban here
10
from
seconds
Soundproof?
remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant
They are
team
going
back.
for the Lich ban. So a lot of supports getting picked out here for the bans. We don't see a Disruptor, we don't see Lich, we don't see Nyx Assassin. Now that still leaves in the pool Snapfire. Snapfire, of course, a very, very strong hero, and Soundproof team Dire has the first pick, so I'd be surprised not seeing a ban of the Snapfire here.
5 seconds
Although against
remaining.
Soundproof, you have to consider like his heroes that he has been spamming. There's PL, there's Morphling. Those are the two big heroes that come to my mind. And there is a PL ban.
Radiant team
And
pick.
now there is the immediate Snapfire pickup. So this again, it's before the B patch. So Snapfire ultimate still dealing tons of damage. What's gonna be the response to this? There's usually Nyx Assassin has been taken out as a counter. There's Silencer. That's pretty good against it. You just use Global Silence as soon as you see
10
one
seconds
Mortimer's Kiss,
remaining.
and that you just stop the ultimate from Snapfire.
5 seconds
that,
remaining.
the ultimate of Snapfire is very, very important. If you
Radiant
can land a
team
good
pick.
one. Oh, there we see the Silencer. And now, what's gonna be the pickup together with it? I mean, you could just go for something safe, like an Underlord, but then the enemy might pick up Lifestealer.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Last pick is in their favor for Radiant, so they most likely will be picking up either the second support or the offlane. Ooh, or a flex pick. So they go with the Clockwork, can be played as maybe position 4 and Silencer 5, but I would assume it's most likely gonna be position 3 Clockwork, which is not played all that often, to be honest. The hero has fallen off very hard since he
10
can't
seconds
really
remaining.
farm very fast. He really needs to get those kills. He needs to have a good
seconds
laning
back.
phase.
Axe.
And there's an axe. Okay, I feel like I'm a bit surprised about this axe pick. Axe and Clockwork, both heroes that don't really see a lot of play.
10 seconds remaining.
It might just be comfort picks for the players.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team back.
There's a puck ban. Gotta kind of worry about maybe the TA from Zookeeper, who is looking for a team. If anybody needs a Zookeeper, just if you have a zoo and you have no keeper, ask him. And so now, what do you ban?
Remaining.
What do you not want to play against as Clockwork? You don't want to go up against Drow
5
Ranger,
seconds
although,
remaining.
I mean, in lane it would be pretty bad, but later on with Hookshot you can simply
Dire
get on
team
top of
back.
her. You don't want to play against Spectre, that makes sense. Spectre just, like, is gonna farm, and then, like, Clockwork is pretty much irrelevant against her. And what's gonna be the next bans here? Both lineups, like Axe is gonna be off lane. Like that hero, I mean, doesn't really exist for any other position unless some like
5
meme
seconds
build.
remaining.
Also see the Axe going very much through Mortimer here. But Radiant can be flexible. They can still look for an off laner. There's still Treant Protector in the pool. There's Treant Protector, there is Vengeful Spirit, Drow Ranger. Taking quite a bit of time here for their ban.
Radiant team ban.
And there's a Tinker. Tinker getting banned out. Nobody wants to play against that hero. Especially since they banned out Spectre. That makes a lot of sense. Like, Spectre usually a
10
counter to
seconds
Tinker. And since they banned out
5
Spectre, they're
seconds
thinking
remaining.
maybe they want to go for the Tinker. What would you pick against the Axe? Couldn't you go... Slark is bad against him. I mean, Axe, if he has a rough lane, he's just gonna creep cut, so
Radiant
you can
team
pick up
pick.
pretty much anything, and they ban out the Drow Ranger. Don't want to have that lane matchup for the Clockwork. And so what are they gonna pick up here now? Most likely gonna be their second support.
10 seconds
You need
remaining.
some, I mean, Clockwork is good disable, but maybe some long range stun.
5 seconds
That isn't
remaining.
hookshot. You have good damage coming out from the silencer. Clockwork offers the CC,
Dire
but
team
you don't
pick.
really have wave clear yet, and they go for a Leshrac. Another flexible pick. It can be a position 4, it can be a position 3, it can be a position 2, it can be a position 1, and heck, if you really need it, you can have it as a position 5 as well. And that gives them good tower push. It gives them good wave clear. All of the
10
good
seconds
things.
remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So how are they going to respond to that? Leshrac is also going to be very fast. Meanwhile, Snapfire... I mean, Axe can be fast when he has his battle hunger on people. But how do you deal with this Leshrac? You can't go faceless. You can't... I mean, Lifestealer. I really think this game might not be a bad Lifestealer game. Although Silence really wrecks him. Global Silence and then Leshrac just stuns you and kills you. That's dangerous. going very deep into the reserve time here for the hot singles in Doggy's area. 15 more seconds. Gotta come up with a pick here, unless you want a random. I mean, it's rd2l, you can random if you want to. They go for the Jakiro. Good, like solid position 5. He deals a lot of damage over time. They have a lot of damage on the Dire lineup. They have Jakiro, they have Snapfire. And both of these supports can deal huge amounts of damage, especially magical damage. I would love to see a pipe on either Clockwork or Leshrac.
5 seconds
or maybe even
remaining.
the mid if they go something like Necroforce or anything. Although I wouldn't want Necroforce into Jakiro and Snapfire and Axe. That's actually, don't pick Necroforce. Just don't. And now, what are they gonna go for here? I mean, BKBs I feel like are gonna be kind of necessary for both lineups here. They go for the Underlord. Wait, what? Now they have 3 potential position 3 heroes. Underlord, Leshrac or Clockwork. So Underlord's gonna be offlane, I would assume. Clockwork 4, Silencer 5, and Leshrac either mid or safe lane. Although Leshrac and Silencer
remaining.
as a lane sounds... I mean,
5 seconds
you don't have
remaining.
easy setup for Leshrac, but apart from that, you
Radiant
like
team
just...
back.
Medusa.
We have a Medusa. So, how do you deal with the Medusa? You need some... You want something that can build like the Diffusal Blade or something.
10
PL is
seconds
already
remaining.
out. Do you want to
5
go
seconds
AM?
remaining.
I mean, I don't think you... No, you don't go AM against Axe. That's a recipe of stupid idea. What's gonna be the response here? Medusa, I mean, that's gonna be Soundproof's hero. He's gonna just farm it up, most likely get a rapier, be unkillable, and then just march down. Have Jakiro and Snapfire and Axe behind her, and just be like, yo, you wanna attack us, attack me. And then Axe counter initiates, and
Dire team back.
there is a Viper ban. Huh. I mean, Viper... Nah. Not quite sure why the Viper ban. I feel like they'd have enough damage. Although, I
10
mean,
seconds
additional
remaining.
magic resistance for the Viper can just easily build
5 seconds
any
remaining.
items, just some sustain, while Axe doesn't really build that.
Dire team
There's a
pick.
Monkey King ban. Okay, so what's gonna be this final pick here? For Radiant, the question is, how do you deal with the Medusa? For Dire, the question is, what is Radiant gonna pick? Which is the unfortunate event of having first pick. Although you did get
10
the Snapfire
seconds
for
remaining.
it. So is the Snapfire gonna be enough? It's gonna be
5
most likely
seconds
Snapfire
remaining.
position 4 and
Radiant
Jakiro
team
position
pick.
5.
Faceless
They
Void.
go for the Faceless Void, classic combination with the Snapfire. That Mortimer's Kisses into the Chrono is devastating. Devastating. So what's gonna be the response here? You have huge amounts of magic damage coming out
10
from the
seconds
Leshrac.
remaining.
You have Underlord who's gonna hit with his
5
huge sword
seconds
and
remaining.
gets like unlimited scaling with Atrophy Aura. But what are they gonna go for here?
Points away.
You may now select your
It
heroes.
is the French pick. It is a Pangolier. So there's position 1 Leshrac, position 2 Pango. Ooh. So what I feel like I'm kind of favoring Dire here. Like Pango, we'll see how he's gonna be able to do. He's most likely he is gonna go up against the Medusa,
10
unless they lane
seconds
swap and have
remaining.
Leshrac mid. Can you keep this
5
Medusa from
seconds
farming?
remaining.
A nice little parry. There's no disable for the Pango, just for when he has his roll. I mean there is Chrono though. Never mind. I take that back. But do you want to you don't want to Chrono a rolling Pango? You want to Chrono him before and just kill him. This Pango and Leshrac need to have a very good game. The Underlord is like whatever, he can. Like, he will do his thing. Even if he has a bad lane, he will just do his thing. There we see Tasty on the Underlord versus Plate on the Axe. Ooh, 120 games on the Underlord, on the Axe. And we are into the game. So on the
Prepare
Radiant
for
side,
battle.
it is Alaris' team. It is Zookeeper on the
I may be
Pango.
faceless,
We have
but I'm
Tasty
not
on the Underlord,
faceless.
Hex on the Clockwork, and going safe lane. It is Alaris on the Leshrac and Helix on the Silencer. Meanwhile, on the Dire side, Mad Dog on the Snapfire. We have Plate on the Axe. The captain of the team, Soundproof, on the Medusa going mid. And safe lane it will be Chirps. Supporting as Chikiro, the Meti Faceless Void. Platinum tier Faceless Void. Ooh. That's gonna be exciting. We already see
30 seconds to battle.
Faceless. They see him there. But my hotkeys isn't working.
Fire and ice.
Ah, there you go. Okay, great. Now the Pango is here as well now.
The battle begins.
Now, Chikiro, he has to be careful. And they just will give up this bounty rune. But Helix was able to pick up the bounty rune down bottom. Now he does have some juking potential here. Is he gonna go down here though? Stunned from the Alaris and will prevent the first blood. So 3 bounty runes for the Radiant side. Already small advantage. Now mid. How is this Pango versus Medusa matchup gonna go? Pango will have a much earlier power spike than the Medusa.
Bounties.
It isn't hard.
Nice deny there. Meanwhile, up top, we see them duking it out. Hex on the Clockwork. Faceless Void brought a stick, surprisingly. Underlord is not gonna spam anything. I mean, I guess Clockwork. And later on the Firestorm will be getting spammed. But Oh, there is a cookie onto the silencer down here. Now silencer can there be some blood blocks and the battle hunger, and they will not go for the kill. And mid Zookeeper, he is playing very aggressive. Silencer very low. He has 2 fairy fires for the additional 4 damage.
Forget it.
Too bad for you.
So far, everybody just farming it up. Faceless Void just having top of last hits. Meanwhile, the Leshrac kind of struggling a little bit. Snapfire went level 1 cookie, surprisingly. I guess they had the hope for the first blood. Ooh, in mid. Medusa, she still has her mana shield though. And Pango has to be careful, taking now a lot of shots back, but has the bottle to refill itself. So far still no first blood being spilled. Now Clockwork is trying to go for the Jakiro, but Jakiro puking it out from the jungle. Everybody just surviving.
Not for
Now this Underlord, he is 12 to 7, getting a lot of denies here. Now with the Atrophy Aura. Pango got the Haste Rune. Just gonna heal up for a little bit. I saw that missed CS right there, missed the Immortal player. Now down bottom, this silence is just so annoying. Like Glaives of Wisdom just deals so much damage. There's not much to do though. Now they're trying to turn this around. There's a cookie forward, but there is no call yet, and they're gonna try to turn this around, but there is a pause. Ooh. No courier hotkeys. I forgot I had courier. Too much League. Ooh. If you play League, I'm sorry. Okay, weird. Go. So is there gonna be first blood down here? And there is the first blood for the Leshrac. Now, Silencer, he is getting low here due to Battle Hunger, and he will spin and he will die as well. Plate finding the counter kill. Both supports going down. Bottom just the Bukefest and the Shakiro. It's getting firestormed up top. Medusa just farming it away in the jungle and the lane. Disarm onto the Medusa. Ooh. There is a region rune. Who's gonna get this region rune? Oh, and it will be the Zookeeper. He can not only keep Zeus, but also runes. Is this? No, it's not. Okay. Snapfire started with the headdress, surprisingly. Just giving that additional region to the team. There's a stun onto this axe, and the Diabolic Edict into the silence. Cookie away, and the creep wave has arrived. No further here. Now 5-minute runes are soon coming up. Who is gonna be ready for it?
My vigor was never in question.
Now, Pango has activated the region rune. Now 5-minute runes. Clockwork already going into position, and down bottom they are looking to get this kill on the Snapfire. They find the Snapfire, but will it come at the expense of Leshrac? Leshrac is a fast little pony and misses the stun because he was not
Radiant's
pursued
courier
anymore.
has been killed.
Now
That's just
Silencer and both counter runes here got stolen by the Radiant. We already see 1k advantage, and up top both Faceless and Shakiro very, very low, and Faceless just taunting it away, but now getting stunned. The taunt was not enough, my dear friend. You just dead. I mean, that Fairy Fire wasn't gonna do enough as well. I guess you gotta try for it. If he would have survived on 1 health, I mean, he would have looked so good. Now Pango, he has a Javelin, and Medusa I mean, she has mana shield, but I don't know if she can stay in lane. Because there's now a lot of burst coming from the Pango, depending on how many procs he's gonna get in his swashbuckle into a Rolling Thunder. Now there is an illusion room for them, but they get immediately cleared up, just additional CS for the Pango, who still has battle charge, so all of this harassment is taking its toll. Now Axe, he is playing very aggressively forward here. There's no King Curse and the cookie forward onto the Leshrac. Leshrac, he has a stick, and it's with Leshrac going down first. But now Silencer says, I am the core in this lane anyways, and it's gonna farm up some CS. Up top, there's no Firestorm onto his Faceless Void, but he has the Time Walk. It's a 20-second cooldown though. And now Pango, he is even stealing the Medusa's jungle. Plus the creeps. Pango having a very good game, but Medusa is just right behind her, right behind him. And
Dire's middle tower
later on, I would say I would favor the Medusa. A royal jelly for the Medusa. Very nice. An Ironwood tree for the Pango. Also additional stats. Now he's going for the boots, for a stick, for some clarities, for a ward, all of the items, and uses the courier. Ooh, there was no cookie used right there by the Snapfire. Now this Axe, he has two bracers and a Silencer. You're in the wrong part of town. There's a cookie, but the wrong direction. Nice sidestep there by Helix. Meanwhile, Leshrac goes onto the Snapfire. Helix will not be driven onto the tower, but they lose the Snapfire.
Nature's blasted core.
But this Axe, he is very strong and very, very tanky. You can't go on him. There's already a 2k lead for this Radiant lineup. Can this Medusa bring it back? That's gonna be the question. Is keeping up in terms of levels, is keeping up in terms of last hits.
I will miss my reflection.
Now, there is a ward being placed right here by the Snapfire. Was that spotted?
Denied.
Now, Silencer, he is just in the fountain. Up top, they are going onto this Underlord, but he just slowly walking away. Has a healing salve. He's all good. Meanwhile, down bottom, I miss a kill onto the Leshrac. Seems to be like a cookie into a call. That was not the killing blow, so just they needed that damage. Now up top, they get the kill onto Shakiro, and Faceless, he is just gonna take the last hits and then just time walk away after taking some damage. Now Axe, he is gonna go for his face boots. Will he go blink next after that? Now 10-minute runes
Dire's
are coming
bottom
up.
tower is under
Clockwork,
attack.
he has a stun. But there's also Chikiro with an ice path. Oh, Clockwork, this is not the hill you want to go up to. Now, but there is a Pango coming in with his Rolling Thunder. And the Faceless Void, is he gonna get away from here? Oh, nice jukes there by Matty. Now, there is a Swashbuckler away. Zookeeper does not want to keep going for it. But Underlord wants to. Underlord just wants to farm this stack. But
Radiant's
so
top
does
tower is under
this
attack.
Chikiro. Meanwhile, down bottom, Leshrac just getting the double kill. He doesn't need a rotation, he just does it all by himself. For which talent is Pango gonna go?
Illusion!
poor man's shield found by the Radiant. On bottom, you cannot underestimate this Leshrac. X. Oh, he decided now to go for treads instead of face boots. Interesting choice. And they need a pipe. Both teams, I believe, need a pipe. Need a pipe against all the Chikiro and
Dire's middle
Snapfire
tower is
damage.
under attack.
Now, you see in terms of net worth, this Pango, he's having a good game, but he can't really find the kills so far. But the side
Dire's
lanes
middle
went
tower is
really,
under
really
attack.
bad for Dire right here. This Underlord having much more net worth than this Faceless. Faceless has a Chrono now, so Chrono with Snapfire is going to be very strong. Now they did initiate onto this Axe here, and Axe, will he survive this? No. Now they're going to try to turn this around. Kiro has level 6, but no mana for Macropyre. Also level 6 available for the Snapfire, but Snapfire is now been getting close and will most likely die here. Yes. Another +2 for the Silencer. We're being positive here, we're not being negative. +2 for the Silencer. He is getting smarter and smarter. Already got 14? Okay, he has 14 additional intelligence. Nice. He's getting 2 or 4 staff.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Tango just farming the jungle away from the Medusa. Now a trusty shovel found by the Leshrac. Even just like a free healing self is going to be very good. Or free TPs or... Oh, now Pango, he might be finding... Who has found whom here? It is Snapfire and Chikiro. I don't think you can go up against this Pango right now. Pango has Rolling Thunder up. And the ward immediately dewarded.
Dire's
Now
top tower
Faceless Void has
been
arrived
denied.
down bottom.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He really needs some space to get back into this game right now. Oh, they find the kill up top onto this Underlord. And now the Clockwork, he is getting slowed by the...
Radiant
What is
structures
it called?
are
Scatterblast?
fortified.
By Scatterblast.
Dire's middle tower
But
is
in
under
the meantime,
attack.
it is Pango just... I mean, now there's a Global Silence down bottom. Now Faceless Void, he still has Chrono, but it will not be in time to use it. Now there comes a Snapfire ultimate, but it will be enough to get the kill onto the Silencer, but nothing
Radiant's
more.
top tower is under attack.
They lose their 2 cores. Okay. That Unload ultimate brought Leshrac back from the fountain after he just TP'd to the fountain. I believe he wanted a little bit more mana than that. Now we see in terms of levels, the Medusa is spiking high. She's just playing the jungle. Soundproof just playing the farming game. Has a Yasha, wants to go for that Manta next. Oh, Axe, you might be getting dove very soon. Underlord and Leshrac are here. And now 15
Precious
minutes.
bounty.
It seems like 3-for-1 bounty runes for the Radiant once again.
A tithe to the impurities.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And now Leshrac is coming mid, sees the Medusa, just says hi and ponies on by. And now Underlord, does he have his pipe finished? Yes, he does. That's a finished pipe for the Underlord. There is a rotation from the 2 supports here. This ward will be spotted out as soon. Oh, now they put down the sentry. And now outposts are gonna get captured. rest of the team is playing up top from Radiant. And there's Vampire Fangs found by the Pango. Underlord, I don't think you can dive this Underlord. He's too tanky, just got level 10. More Firestorm damage, and like it tickles him. Now Pango is here, he has to Rolling Thunder up. There it comes. Now Medusa has arrived to this fight as well, and there's the Snapfire ultimate, just howling it into the Underlord. And now the Rolling Thunder has ended, and they are still here, and Underlord, he is gonna go down. They were unable to find the kill with the Pango. Pango has the Diffusal Blade. Oh, Medusa found the perfect item. Perfect neutral item. The Pupil's Gift. Oh, Faceless? He has a Chrono up, but there's no Snapfire ultimate right now. Up top, they TP in the Jakiro. Now, there is the ultimate from Soundproof, and the Ice Path off the mark. Alaris, can he make his way out of here? No, the tower shot too much, and he will go down.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Faceless, he is still trying to finish that Yasha, while Medusa already has the Manta style. Down bottom, they're going onto this Axe, and Axe will finally fall. They finally are able to put a stop onto this Axe, who's just playing very, very aggressively. He's gonna go Vanguard. No, Pipe. But it's all about, can you kill this Medusa? So far, Medusa hasn't died. Pango hasn't died. The question is going to be, who's going to die first? And we now see this discrepancy in levels. Medusa level 16. Pango only level 14. Has finished now the Maelstrom.
Invisibility!
Underlord, he is going to try to push this tower in here, Firestorm plus the Pit of Malice to force him out of here, but Snapfire enough to defend this tower for now. Clockwork, he has finished the Urn of Shadows, and Leshek has now his Yule Scepter. Oh, they see the supports here. Now there's going to be a silence onto the Snapfire, but Silencer, he might be in the wrong part of time. There's a global silence, and they're going to try to turn this around. They already lost their vision though, and they will not be able to capitalize on that. That's a global silence forced. And now Faceless Void can be feeling a lot more aggressive to go forward. A nice Chrono with the Medusa outside of it might be very, very beneficial for the team. They are behind 5k, and now Faceless Void, he's just gonna solo Chrono this Silence. The Silence had already used the global silence, and now Faceless Void, you have overextended and you're dead. Now Clockwork, he is gonna go down here, so they lose their two supports.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And Medusa hasn't died. But like it's more and more, everything relies on this Medusa. Now Pango has hit level 15. So plus only 2-second shield crush cooldown while he is in the wall. There's his one, but it's just illusions. Meanwhile up top, Leshek is playing the split pushing game. Finds these free sealing herself, free TPs. And now Radiant, they want to take this tower, but Medusa is here. She has an ultimate orb. And now she is going to go forward. She doesn't have her ultimate though. And now nice pit from the Underlord.
Radiant's middle
And
tower
that will
is
be
under
all
attack.
she wrote. They're going to try to find this kill onto Silencer, and Silencer, he is going to pay the price. There is a hook shock in from the Clockwork and a nice Rolling Thunder in the cogs onto two people, and Soundproof, he is in the middle of it and he is going lower and lower, and that's your most important hero down. Clockwork, what a fucking play.
You have tried.
Hex delivering, and now the Yule Scepter onto this Axe. They're going to find another kill here. The call is only going to hit onto the Leshek and Clade. You're tanky, but you're not tanky enough. And that's a killing spree for this Leshek. But this Clockwork, that hook shot into cogs, won them that fight. into the Rolling Thunder with the Shield Crash right into it and just pew pew pew, and you play pinball with the Medusa. So much damage coming out. I forgot to click on the recap. If it was up there
Amazing what
already.
you found laying around.
And now we see it is a 6k lead. Now both Leshrac and Pango have overtaken the Medusa. I mean, we see like the Faceless Void is pretty much non-existent right now. Clockwork is just finding the solo kills with Discern of Shadows. And now he's also finding the wards. And he sees that Axe is right here. Meanwhile, they find a kill on the Snapfire on the other side of the map, and Clockwork, he's just hustling on out like a robot. He'd also have Hookshot to get out of trouble. And they really need to find a way to get this Faceless Void into this game. Medusa, she's going for that Skadi next. They're really lacking some damage on the Dire side. Pango, he's going for that Basher next.
Radiant's bottom
Don't you
tower
want to go
is under
Axe?
attack.
Like the
Radiant
2-second
structures
shield
are
crash
fortified.
cooldown with the Axe is like
Dire's top tower is under
absolutely
attack.
stupidly
Dire's
insane.
top tower has
Now Medusa
fallen.
is trying to split push a tier 1
Radiant's
here,
bottom
but
tower is under
the
attack.
Radiant might just go tier 3. They have a Leshrac, they have an Underlord, they're just gonna
Radiant's bottom
take
tower
down
has
your
fallen.
building.
Dire's top
And
tower
they
is
have
under
Dragon
attack.
Scale, so this is taking a lot of damage.
Radiant's middle tower
And you
is
have to
under
respond
attack.
to this. There is the Ice Path from the Hero. Now the TP coming in from the
Dire's
Faceless
top
Void.
tower is
Can they
under
find
attack.
anything here? But Radiant already has retreated. And Axe is trying to find that Blink Dagger now. They need the initiation. And there is the Yule Scepter into the call. There is a call.
Radiant's
But there's a
bottom
Snapfire
tower is
ultimate
under
now. Now
attack.
Global Silence to stop that. And goodbye, Axe. Now that this Global Silence down, but you are also down from your Axe, so not sure you want to fight this. Oh, Chakiro, the dragon is in the wrong part of town. That's more additional damage for the Underlord. He hits for 250, and Medusa has to be careful here. That's the Yule Scepter into the stun, into the root. And now there's the Stone Gaze. Can they turn this around into the cookie? And now Faceless Void, he has Chrono up. They can find the bashes onto this Clockwork, but they can't find a kill. They just can't find a kill. They don't have enough
Dire's
damage
middle
without the
tower is
Snapfire,
under
without
attack.
the Axe. And this tier 2 is gonna go down as well.
Dire's
Now
middle tower
8k
has
lead
fallen.
for the Radiant. And Pango, he is delivering. He's gonna go MKB. I guess all the right-click thingies. Growth Bow. Yeah, he's gonna send that. Vampire Fangs are better. And now he finished the MKB. He has a haste rune, and now they're gonna take out the last tier 2. And it is getting worrisome. This Medusa, she has farm, but she can't deal the damage. Now, level 20 and especially level 25 might make a difference with the Skadi, and Split Shot uses Maldifier.
Coin for me.
And now
And
Pango
it
is
is
gonna go
something
for
extra.
Axe next
Dire's
time. Now
bottom
tier
tower
2 has fallen down here. And Dire, they just need
Radiant's
some
middle
farm
tower
on
is
this
under
Faceless. He's close to his Mantis style. And that's, I mean, he needs it to purge the disarm from the Pango, but it's not gonna be enough damage. There's a telescope, all the items being found by Pango. They have a telescope, meanwhile Dire, they also have a telescope. Both teams, they also find, oh, a Titan Sliver. What a good item. And they find an Observer Ward right here. At least that is going for the Dire. And now they... Oh, Axe is going for 4-staff next. Not the Blink. Doesn't feel like he can afford to do so. Medusa has finished the Skadi, and now plus 2.5 seconds Stone Gaze duration. Now they're gonna try to take away this outpost. And now, what does Radiant want to do next? They can go Roche before they go high ground. I'm highly advised so. Especially with Pango in the pit, you can't fight against Pango that is that far ahead. Now there's a disarm and all the damage from the Leshrac. Now Underlord, he is joining the fray. He doesn't want to use his Firestorm, doesn't feel it's necessary. And Pango is just gonna stay out to be ready to come in with the Rolling Thunder. Gets the disarm, proc one again and again. Now there's the Snapfire ultimate, and that will prompt the Radiant to get out of the pit. But at the moment it is only helping the Radiant, and now that's your ultimate down. Faceless, he has just used his Manta style. They see that Roshan is pretty low. There's a global silence, and there's the Rolling Thunder coming in. No Stone Gaze yet from the Medusa. Now she gets it off. Now Dire gets the Aegis on this Faceless Void, and he has still Chrono up. Now this is a good fight for Dire. They can't find any kills. And now the Underlord is dead, and now there's a Chrono onto so many people. Many of them are his own team, but that's 3 heroes dead. And now 4 heroes are dead, and only Pango getting out. Disastrous fight there for the Radiant. It all looked so good until they just got a little bit too split up. Pango was focused on 1 kill, while the rest got chased away by the Medusa. And now they have this Aegis on this Faceless Void. Of course you would prefer it on the Medusa, but hey, an Aegis is an Aegis.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Now Medusa, she is gonna go top. She wants her Satanic.
×3.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And now this Faceless Void, he got off a good Chrono, but also a few of his own people. But it got them 4 hero kills in the end of that team fight. What a fight there. And now an Orb of Destruction found. Very, very good items. Just cheap damage with the armor reduction. And I mean, they have, like Silencer has no armor. Leshrac has 17. That's not the highest amount of armor. Now Quickening Charm found by the Pango. That's now a 60-second cooldown on the Rolling Thunder. Oh, but wait, in 2 seconds. So it's like less than 2 seconds now for the shield crash. And Pango, he really needs that axe. He can't just focus on 1 hero. Now, can they get this outpost in time? Silencer, you need to get this outpost right now. Yes, they will get it in time. So, Radiant, they are still ahead. They are still ahead. But that team fight was very, very good for Dire. They need more fights like that.
Time is money.
In terms of levels, they are far behind. Ooh, especially on the cores. Supports are keeping up. And now up top, Radiant is pushing, but there is a macro tire being laid down. Now Diabolic Edict just turn down this tower here for a little bit. 4 steps forward and the Snapfire open. There's a global silence now. BKB activated by Leshrac. And now Soundproof, he got his Stone Gaze onto the Pango. Pango is getting low. He needs to get out of here. There is a swashbuckle into the trees, and he will TP out. And he says, "Let's get out, everybody." Now they're gonna try to get it around here. There is a chronosphere onto multiple heroes, but the Underlord, he is gonna take him with them away, and there's no kills for the Dire. They focused on the Silencer, and Silencer got Ubered out. And Leshrac is a very fast pony. He has 4 hoofs. 4 hoofs equals very fast.
A tithe to the impurities. Jackpot.
Except for Underlord, who's not as fast. But, I mean, overall not the worst fight. But they did use the Chronosphere. Medusa actually got the Orb of Destruction. Yeah, I mean, when you get level 25, it's a split shot, uses modifier. DD by the Pango. I feel like you need something like a Divine Ray here on this Medusa. You lack the damage, you're Faceless Void. He's trying, but he won't be able to do the amount of damage that he needs to do, so you really need to get that big damage item, which is the Divine. And now Radiant, they are pushing top once again. This tower is getting lower and lower. Force Staff forward from the axe, but he will get used, and he already used his call. There is a stun. Ice Path is going to save him now. Snapfire ultimate being used once again. And this Unload, he is just walking away slowly, slowed down by the Medusa. And that's now Snapfire ultimate down, but it's also Global Silence down. No, Global Silence is not down. Now they find the Pit of Malice onto Medusa, but Medusa wants to beat it. There's a hook shot right onto the Medusa. And Medusa is still in there. There's the Global Silence now. Force Staff out from the Medusa. Medusa, she still has her Stone Gaze available. Doesn't need to use it. It's now going to turn around onto the Silencer. Silencer, you have to get away. Cookie forward onto the Underlord. Underlord, he is being taunted. And he is getting lower and lower. And this is not a good fight for Radiant anymore. You have to get out of here, and Helix, he will pay the price. And they are all getting out. I mean, out of, except for 2 heroes. And Leshrac already split, pushing down bottom. And now it feels like Radiant is lacking damage. Like, you can't kill this Medusa.
Radiant's top tower is under
You
attack.
can't kill anybody else. You can't kill the axe. The axe is nearly 3k HP. It's gonna go for the Lotus Lord next.
Radiant's top tower is falling.
And now it's only a 2k lead for Radiant. The Pango hasn't died yet, but these past couple of fights, I just didn't really see him.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, now Pango, he finds the axe here, and there's a shield crush in, and they find the Snapfire in the cogs, and Pango not finding the exact right connections right there, but they find the Snapfire. But it did cost them a Leshrac. That was Chrono used by the Faceless Void, and there is a call now the best from the Pango, and goodbye axe.
The obvious embellishment. Your stories have gone stale, Axe.
Your stories have gone stale, Axe. Sounds so passive-aggressive, as French usually does.
Tide is money.
This Pango, I really think you need Axe, man. You need the Axe for all of your items to proc during your roll.
New treasures.
And to deal more damage overall. Now he has finished an Abyssal Blade. Medusa close to level 25. Level 25 with that Split Shot uses modifiers. Whoo! Orb of Destruction, Skadi, Maelstrom. That's, and there it is. Everything gets minus armor, gets slowed, gets whatevered. And I wondered that, did Radiant miss their window? The Leshrac has fallen off. He has the BKB and is gonna go for the AC next just to get more damage onto these towers since Diabolic Edict is physical. Roshan has not been up yet. It will be up in a minute and a half. Pango, his level 25, minus 35 second. Rolling Thunder. Wait, what? It's pretty good. Manado Medusa, she is #1 in net worth by quite a bit.
Dire are scanning.
We are scanning the pit. Pit has not been filled by the Roshan. Our Snapper ultimate was used for this. And they see that. This is what he has now. The Maelstrom is gonna go for the BKB next. Now next Roshan fight will be very, very important. Clockwork, he's trying to get that Spirit Vessel. Underlord, he wants a BKB of his own. Yes, he has been slowed into oblivion by this Medusa, by this axe. Leshrac is just split pushing with the Boots of Travels.
Illusion.
Both teams slowly looking forward. Axe now has the Blink Deck, of course, that's a lot of ability. And the Craggy Coat. And the Greater Fairy Fire also found. And for the Radiant, they have the Mindbreaker, they have Quickening Charm, Titan Sliver.
Dire's
It's
bottom
gonna help a
tower is
lot
under
on
attack.
this Underlord. Stun on to the Underlord illusion. Now Roshan is up, he has a cheese.
Dire are scanning.
Leshrac, he has finished his Ace DC. So a lot of minus armor coming out now. Pango, how close is he to Aghanim Scepter? Very close to done. If he doesn't want to save for a buyback. Gonna go back to base. And he doesn't want to save for buyback. He says buyback is for
Dire's
pussies.
top tower is under attack.
Now Medusa has a Crystallis. This Medusa is starting to feel scary, and we are 40 minutes in. She's level 26. She's tanky, she deals damage. But now there's the axe from Pango. Soundproof. He sees Roshan. It's just I'm gonna start Roshan. I have no problem with that. Now this has been spotted by the Clockwork right now.
A tithe to the impurities.
Invisibility.
Invisibility ruined by this Faceless Void. But there is you. Sentry Ward is getting dewarded right now. And Faceless had to use the Time Walk based on the Pango. Meanwhile, Leshrac, he has the Boots of Travels. He can always join. So that is what is scary for the Dire
Radiant
team.
are scanning.
The split push is getting real. And now the smoke up from Radiant. Can they find a pickoff here? This is not the real Medusa. This is a real Chikiro. There, they see the Chikiro. There's a silence, and the Glimmer Cape is not gonna save you. Sentry and force stuff away. That might be better. Well, they already gave him up. Now tier 4 items are available. Flicker and Minotaur Horn. Minotaur Horn for the axe. And now Radiant, they're gonna go straight into Roshan here. And I don't think Dire is quick enough to respond to this. They need to go right now, but Blink is getting cancelled and Axe picked up and H is picked up by this Pango. Now Medusa is gonna run forward. There's a buyback from this Chukiro. They want to fight this, but Radiant can just back away, and that has cost them a buyback. Now Pango, he is also holding the cheese. And now the leveler found by this Chikiro. Plus 50 attack speed and building damage. It's really good for sieging.
Do it with flair.
Now this faces void. You want? Oh, he got the leveler. Actually, attack speed together with the time lock. Ooh.
It's okay. I give them a head start.
Oh, there's a DD. DD gonna get picked up by this Pango.
Twice as nice.
Now the Medusa has finished the Mjolnir. Wants to go for Daedalus next. Has buyback available. Buyback status now. They find the Medusa here. He's gonna get some Blink. Gonna get cancelled by this Leshrac here. Now they're gonna try to run away. Leshrac, he has the cheese. And everybody just disengaging from the fight. Now, Pango's DD has run out. Oh, Spell Prism. Now, Diabolic Edict on a much lower cooldown. I mean, all of the spells much lower cooldown now. Level 25 plus 40 Diabolic Edict, the explosions. That's a lot of explosions. That's a lot. Who has hit level 25? Just 3 heroes so far.
Quick as a snake. Illusion.
Now Pango. H is still gonna be available for about 2-3 minutes. But Silencer, he's gonna get caught out here. Helix, 4 step away with the Glimmer Cape. There's a call, but there's a Rolling Thunder now from this Pango onto 3 people here. And he will do so much damage, but will that be enough here? Zookeeper. Now Clockwork is coming in and faces Void. Can he get his time walk off? There is a cookie. And they're just gonna run away. Clockwork trying to find the kill onto this Chikiro here. But Hex cannot stare at the Medusa, and Swashbuckler just absolutely going to miss. Now the call, not going to hit. Now Faces Void has to be careful, and he is dead. Godlike spree for the Zookeeper, but Dire is still pushing forward. They have the Medusa. Medusa is kind of running out of mana. Now the buybacks from the support. They want to come back into this fight. Now Pango, he is gonna get ice passed up. Now the Swashbuckler forward and Soundproof. He wants to fight this. He has a Satanic. Can he get it off? There's a Satanic, and he will kill absolutely everybody. Clockwork has disappeared. Underlord has disappeared. Pango, he has reappeared with the Aegis. But now Soundproof, he needs to get out of here, because in the meanwhile, you wonder why Leshrac wasn't there? Well, he just took Megas, bitches. Not quite. Leshrac not quite Megas, but 2.5 lanes. And, yeah, he took Mega Stitches.
Dire's top tower has fallen. The Radiant now have Mega Creeps.
What a fight! Medusa just too strong, but that's an easy base. Like Leshrac said. Easy base.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And now
Dire's
you have to go
turret
all
has
in
been
here.
killed.
I mean, you're up against Megas. Do you just push? That's what they want to do
Radiant's
here.
middle
Medusa
tower has
12
fallen.
and 1 has only died once so far. Pango 9 and 0 has not died except for once with an Aegis. And Medusa is pushing high ground here. But this Pango with his swashbuckle just continuing to deal a lot of damage. Now Rolling Thunder is gonna go off before the taunt hits. And now
Radiant's
Pango,
middle
you have to be
tower has
careful
fallen.
though.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Now Soundproof trying to take down the Rax here. Snapfire meanwhile taking the base. Now Blink again getting cancelled on play. Now Icebeth covering the retreat and Medusa just continuing to hit the Rax here. They want to get at least one set of
Radiant's
Rax.
middle barracks has fallen.
They get the melee. And now Snapfire has Boots of Travels as well. But Radiant, they have Megas. They don't care that they just gave up one lane of Rax. Soundproof. Oh, he found a DD. If there was a time to fight, it would be right now. And now for buybacks. There are none on the two supports of Radiant. None on the Faceless. And none on the Jakiro. It's still cooling down.
Coming in.
And now Radiant just waiting to let Mega Creeps do the work, just push in all the lanes. Medusa showing herself mid, that there are 4 heroes here. It's gonna go bad. It's gonna retreat right now. And X covers her.
Do it with flair.
5, no. Absolutely nobody hitting level 25.
No, it's just unfair.
Now a DD for this Pango. Pango has a full scythe. Oh, and consumed the axe. That's why he doesn't have buyback. Zookeeper playing with fire right here. Now there is a stun on this Faceless. Closing in on the 50-minute mark. And it is just a 2k lead. Radiant was steadily in the Networth lead, but it is a Medusa. And Medusa, divine. That's what I'm talking about. Also, hitting level 30 is going to be very big. There's a hookshot forward onto the Medusa. Gets her 4-stepper out, and now Playmail activated. And now Zookeeper, he gets the Hex off and the Global Silence in the Rolling Thunder. And can they deal enough damage here? The Medusa is getting low on mana, but still has more than enough health. And now Pango, he is just 1v1ing versus this Faceless Void. Faceless Void doesn't have enough mana for the Chronosphere. And now there is an Ice Path onto this Pango. Now Pango, he is all alone here, but he doesn't care. He also has a Princess Knife, so double Hex for this Pango. Now 50 minutes coming up and only
Precious
Radiant
bounty.
profiting of the levels.
A tithe to the
Now
impurities.
level 20 for the Silencer. Close to level 24 the
A spark
Clockwork.
of vitality.
Either is really good. And Leshrac, he's just been split pushing his way to victory. Now there is a stun onto the Snapfire. Now there is a hit of Malice onto this Faceless Void. He is getting hexed up and cooking forward. There's another hex and 4-step away. And goodbye, Faceless. he has buyback. Now Medusa has arrived. The raid boss is here. Bring your 40 people from WoW Classic to kill this Medusa. Oh, hook shot off the mark. Very close there. Meanwhile, Leshrac, he is in the base. Now, Pango is in the base as well. They already lost Leshrac, and Pango is just getting out of here saying, team, that was a bad call. But I guess you guys are going to pay for it, right?
All is silence.
Pango just getting out. Oh, they're throwing bodies at this dire base, and they're still... Tier 4s are getting down, and they have the megas. Invisibility rune for the Underlord. Oh, and he gets the hex onto Snapfire. Snapfire has the gem. Who's gonna get this gem? There's a gem. Gem? And Jakiro is gonna get this gem, but is he gonna die for it? Yes, he will. Now Pango has the gem. Courier was not in time, and the Dark Rift is also not gonna be in time. Godlike for this Medusa. Medusa will not die here. Never mind what I said. Medusa might be just dying here against this Pango. And now gets the Satanic off. Can he get the Stitch off? They're healing up. Medusa getting disarmed and hexed once again. And now Medusa down. She has buyback. Now the Snapfire ultimate is coming in. This might be Clockwork dying. Hex. Can he make his way out of there? Don't stand in the fire. It is again a World of Warcraft classic rule. Blink forward. Don't stand next to Axe is a Dota 2 rule. And Clockwork dies. But that's a buyback from the Medusa. They can kill her, but it took a lot, and a lot of just being there. Now buyback from this Clockwork. And Pango, he is ready with Princess Knives, with Scythe of Vice, with absolutely everything. There's the Hex and the Diabolic Edict's explosion. Now Leshrac, you're too deep in. There is a Yule Scepter, but Leshrac is gonna go down. Has a buyback though. And now Medusa has a Divine Rapier. She does not play around anymore. Gets the kill on the Clockwork. She wants to end this game now. There's a BKB, but guess what? She has a Divine Rapier. But now Pango is in. Gets the Hex. Gets the Bash. And that's Divine down. That's no buyback on the Medusa. Medusa wanted to go in, and now everybody just going in. Snapfire also no buyback. The only one who has buyback. And GG is called. Faces Void. Didn't even want to be part of this fight. And now, very well played by both teams. In the end, it is Radiant taking it. And GG call apparently was cancelled. And Radiant taking it in modern fashion. Dire nearly making the comeback here. 13-0 and 7 for this Pango. Very well played by the Zookeeper. What a game. Game 2 coming up very shortly. GG everybody. GG.